Right. Right, we're at Bendigo, catching up with Nath and Jack for Haras to Trotteurs. Nath, thank you for joining me.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks for having me.
Good night of racing here, the Nutrien Haras to Trotteurs series for 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds. Do you enjoy these nights?
I do. I'm quite disappointed though in the track tonight, to be honest with you. I don't like potting the club and that. It's a great club. It's my favourite track. It's my favourite club, but their track's not up to scratch tonight.
Times were slow, so it was a bit loose, is it?
Well, that answers all the questions. It's that heavy. It's like a beach. So it's quite disappointing because they're good horses and we want to showcase them. And people look at the results and think they're ordinary horses, so it's quite disappointing.
Yeah, well, it's interesting to know because I gave the benefit of the doubt the 2-year-olds going a little longer trip and that. But yeah, so that probably pulled a couple of them back a little bit.
Yeah, I think they got tired running into it, you know. And like I said, I love this club. It's my favourite. In my opinion, it should be our metro club. I come into the trials quite often. They're great. It's just they didn't quite get it right tonight.
Okay, Kinvara first race. We'll go through the races though. To me, it looked like a horse with a scope of improvement, but still got the job, was serviceable, just a little bit green and just didn't sort of know really how to punch out when that horse came outside it.
Yeah, I was quite disappointed in her. I got a massive opinion of this filly. I think she's a really nice filly. So when she had that sort of run, whether she might be a little bit off or that she just couldn't handle the heavy track, I'm not too sure. Maybe she just didn't like being in front. But I think in sort of 8 or 9 days' time, you'll see a better filly.
I'm hoping this interview gets a bit better. You've been very disappointed so far. It's got to get better. We're going with the King for the next horse, Encourage, or I'm not sure how we say it, but the King, he was good.
Yeah, he was quite good. He's another big fella that doesn't know much either. He's a big dumb fella, and I was happy to sit in, but they were going that slow and they were going to let them ones into it that made a mistake, and I didn't really want to do that and let them into it too easy. So ducked around and went to the front, and he didn't know what he was doing at all in front. So he'll be improved as well come next week. But yeah, the stable's got a pretty big rap on this one.
He was a bit funny too, wasn't he? Because you got left 300, 400 from home. You were sort of 10 metres in front by yourself, and I could see you looking, and I'm thinking he's not all out. He just wasn't switched on.
Nah, that's right. He's just a big dopey fella yet. But I think 6 months' time, when the penny drops, you'll see him in the big races. I'm
not sure what else you had in, but I'm going to talk about Derek the Jet. For starters, that was a great race, and that was a good win.
Yeah, that was good. It was his first step against them better ones, you know, that 2 of them are Group 1 winners and they're good horses. So it was always going to be a query. He sort of didn't handle inside the second row that well, and then made a mid-race move, and he still held him quite comfortably on the line. I'm pretty impressed with him.
Pretty intrigued about the colours. I love a little bit of, I suppose, history and a nice story behind the scenes. The reason that he's racing in those actual colours.
Yeah, well, Rod O'Kane, he's a major shareholder in him, and he had horses with my grandfather and also with Dad, and then now with me. So he just sort of requested that they go around in Dad and Pop's colours. So that's the reason behind it.
Yeah, I got told they were Pop's colours, and then when I looked at them, I thought, well, they're similar to Russ's, but they are the same colours.
Yeah, they're the same colours. Yeah.
That's pretty cool though. That must mean, must make you proud that someone's respectful enough of the family name and the family colours. That bit of history.
Well, I think they're Pop's colours anyway. I can't really remember Pop's colours now, but I'm pretty sure they are. But they're definitely Dad's colours anyway. What
about for the rest of the other night? Did you have anyone else here tonight?
Okay. Yeah, I had a couple that went okay, I thought. Aches filly went quite good. Yep. Merrimack, she was quite good. First up for a long time. And Anton's 3-year-old filly, just can't think. Preferred Love. She went quite good as well. Held up bad and hit the line quite good. So, we need draws in the finals. We need a lot of luck. We need sort of good horses to draw bad. Like, for example, Dennis Day's horse. Like he looks like he's got a fair bit on him tonight. The way he went, he shouldn't have won. So he's going to have to run into traffic and things like that. But they're baby trotters. Anything could happen, and we're there.
He was outstanding, that horse, wasn't he?
Tried to buy him during the week.
Obviously, you didn't succeed.
No.
You got a bit going on. You're travelling everywhere, so you just decide, I'll just cruise down the highway to Menangle yesterday just for something different?
Oh, well, yeah, that was a long trip, but it was worthwhile in the end. But yeah, I just thought it was going to give him a bit more of a time to back up and save taking on so many of the Ballarat crew.
That was the reason. It's confidential. Outstanding. You must have been wrapped.
Yeah, I wasn't that happy with his behaviour, but sort of he'll have to go around the final out the draw now. So it's going to be near on impossible for him, but he's a nice horse going forward.
Son of Poster Boy. Poster Boy's done a great job. He's got an interesting little stat, Poster Boy. He's had 3 individual winners. All of them are unbeaten.
Yeah, well, I think one's only had one start. So
Two of them have only had one start.
Yeah,
Your bloke's had three, but
yeah.
it doesn't matter.
No.
Don't ruin a good story with the facts.
Yeah, well.
What happened out of the gate? What do you make of it? Just greenness or?
He just got all stirred up, and he sort of his first trip away, and he was stirred up in the stables, and then just got a bit stirred up just walking around before the start, and just got it all wrong, and yeah, sort of just got the better of him.
Were you anxious after? Not so much, I suppose, after the start, but even going down the back when he's starting to tack on, he just looked like he was going to get horribly unruly on you.
Yeah, that's sort of unlike him. He's always put in a little wrong, but nothing like that. So when he got it wrong at the start, I thought, well, that's a bad start. But then he got it wrong at the 1200 when he shouldn't have. But once the faster he went, the better he was. So I was okay then.
He looks like a horse with a future.
Definitely, yeah. I think he'll be a really nice 3-year-old. I can't wait to turn him out and start again. So after the nutrient, he'll go out and start again.
We won't worry too much about Ballarat tomorrow night. Have you got a sneaky one there at all?
Nah, I've just got a couple of 2-year-old fillies that go quite good actually, but sort of so much unknown with Clayton's ones.
And then Callmethebreeze, heading across for the Tab Trot one. You must be excited. What a race it is.
Oh, it's great. It's just great to be part of it. They're great horses, and take my hat off to everyone behind it. To pull together a field like this, it's one for the ages, that's for sure.
I spoke to Benny Hope. I think anyone making that field, Greg and Nina, they've done an awesome job. They've got 3 horses in it, or 2 in an emergency. Anyone in that field, have a good look around. Like it is the race. It's as good a trot race as you'll see anywhere in the world, I think, and it's on our back doorstep.
Yeah, I tried. I don't really know some of the horses overseas and that, but just follow the big American ones and that. But, gee, I can't recall a race with this depth, like so many, not so much millionaires, but Just Believe a millionaire and a few getting close to it, just great horses, and so many of them, not just 1 or 2, like there's 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah, I agree. There's 6 or 7 legitimately good horses. A lot of the Australians don't know about Muscle Mountain. Look at his form and they say, oh, it's okay, he's not beating much and all the rest. Go back to his Dominion handicap a year and a half ago. Oscar Bonavina, Queen Elida, Just Believe, RC Phoenix. It is scarily good field.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's one for the ages, and I think, you see Mick Guerin and blokes like them go back and talk about their Adelaide in a Dominion with Pride of Petite and all them. Well, I think in 10 years' time they'll be talking about this race.
Have you spoke to Anton?
Yep.
Are you going to give us anything?
No.
Thank you. The build-up to it, are you enjoying being a part of it, even though you're here from Australia, in Australia and it's over there in New Zealand? Are you enjoying that?
Yeah, it's good. We've been sort of able to fly under the radar a bit over this way. We sort of try and avoid it a bit, so it's been quite good. But Anton will be shying away from it, that's for sure. He doesn't like them interviews and that much, so he probably not enjoying it so much, but it's good that we get to miss out and they get a bit more attention too, because they're the ones that put in the hard yards and they're up every morning and they're every night with them. So it's great to see that the people behind the scenes get the attention.
Do you get a little bit, I get a wee bit frustrated, you don't see enough credit given to Anton and the job that he has done, that a horse that raced in France at a very high level and all the rest, and he's come back here 5 months, I reckon he's been here in Australia now. He's won our biggest race, if we want to call it the Great Southern State, arguably anyway, that what he did in the Hammerhead. I mean, if it was a thoroughbred, they'd be lauding him like Chris Waller.
Yeah, for sure. To be honest with you, I take my hat off to the whole team there, Anton and the whole team, and not just for Callmethebreeze, but you know yourself, like you've trained trotters before, and if you have a bad day, one will gallop. You had a bad day and you sort of get the sulks where they only have trotters, so you can imagine how many days are bad there. And it'd be a very frustrating job, and they've got good quality and they win big races, but geez, when you have a bad day, you might have a real bad day. So I think a lot of credit's got to go to the whole team, because they keep fronting up and they do a great job.
Benji's here looking after the team here, and he's done a great job. We've got a couple of winners, so that's great for the team. And hats off to Pat. There's been a lot of blokes in the industry that keep saying the trotters are the future, and to be honest, I believe it's the only way our game will improve. I think the paces, have levelled off. These trotters, what we can do. We've got the sale on the weekend. Looking at these races, I think it's outstanding, and I think it's going to be great. And I think hats off to Pat. He's going to be able to enjoy it. Albeit he's got a massive weekend, because he's going to Rose Hill to watch a horse go around in the middle and then come back for sales as well.
Yeah, well, he's going to be quite busy, but he loves it and he puts in a lot of money, and he deserves to get a lot of money back out of it. Anyone that's willing to put that much money in, I'm sure he'd probably run at a loss, and I've never asked him, but he'd nearly have to, but he does it because he loves it. He doesn't do it for the money, and anyone that does that deserves success. Absolutely,
couldn't agree more. The whole sport does. Thanks, mate. We ended on a positive. Started off disappointing, but it's okay. But thank you very much. Thanks for your insight on the track too. It wasn't disrespectful. You're saying it as it is, and I think that's well done. Good luck on the weekend. best of luck with Callmethebreeze. Everyone will be barracking. The only thing I'm shitty on is I won't be there, mate. But enjoy it. Enjoy the after party too. It's pretty good fun.
I'll have a crack.
You will indeed. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.